The pen slipped from her fingers and rolled across the white tablecloth. A single drop of ink stained the corner of the divorce papers. Christmas music played softly behind her, cheerful and careless. No one noticed the woman wiping tears onto a folded napkin as she signed her name. And no one there knew who her father really was. Before we begin, take a quiet moment. If stories about hidden kindness and unexpected truth matter to you, gently tap like and subscribe. These stories find the people who need them most. Her name was Evelyn Harper. To everyone in that room, she was just the assistant who helped organize the office Christmas party. The woman who carried boxes, arranged centerpieces, and smiled politely when people forgot her name. Evelyn wore a simple navy dress she'd bought on clearance. The hem had been stitched twice. Her shoes pinched, but she stood anyway, holding herself straight. She had married young. Married for love. Or what she thought was love. Her husband, Mark, now stood across the table from her. Well-dressed. Confident. Already joking with co-workers as if tonight were just another celebration. For Evelyn, it was the end of everything she had built quietly, carefully, and without asking anyone for help. Evelyn's life had become a routine of quiet endurance. She woke before dawn in a small rented apartment with bare walls. She packed her own lunch. She rode the bus, watching reflections of people who looked like they were going somewhere important. At work, she listened more than she spoke. She stayed late without complaint. She never explained why she never joined co-workers for expensive dinners or weekend trips. What they didn't see were the late nights she spent reviewing bills. The way she folded her clothes slowly to make them last longer. The discipline she learned early. Never rely on money you didn't earn yourself. And never tell anyone where you came from. When the papers were placed on the table that night, Mark didn't look at her. He slid them across casually, like a menu. "Let's just get this done," he said. No apology. No acknowledgement of the years they shared. No thank you for the sacrifices she made while he chased promotions. People laughed nearby. Someone clinked a glass for a toast. Evelyn signed. Mark stood, tucked the papers under his arm, and walked away without another word. No hug. No goodbye. Just absence. The silence that followed felt heavier than the room itself. As Evelyn reached for her purse, something slipped onto her lap. A small cream-colored envelope. No name on the front. Just a single word written neatly in pen. Tomorrow. She looked around, confused. No one was watching her. No one claimed it. She slipped the envelope into her bag, unsure why her hands were shaking. The next morning, Evelyn sat alone at her kitchen table. The envelope lay unopened beside her coffee. Inside was a handwritten note and a business card. The note read, "You were always stronger than you let anyone see. I'm proud of you for choosing yourself. Come see me when you're ready." The card belonged to Jonathan Hale. A name that, to the public, meant one thing only. Billionaire. Philanthropist. Founder of one of the largest private investment firms in the country. Jonathan Hale was also Evelyn's father. The man she had chosen not to depend on. The man who had respected her decision to build her own life, even when it hurt him. He had been at the party the night before. Quietly. Watching. And he had seen everything. Evelyn didn't rush into anything. She met her father weeks later in a modest cafe, not a boardroom. They talked like two people relearning each other. He didn't offer money. He offered guidance. He didn't rewrite her life. He listened. With his mentorship, Evelyn began taking evening courses. Finance. Operations. Leadership. She kept her job. She earned her promotions. Months passed. Her posture changed first. Then her voice. She started speaking in meetings. Started being heard. When she finally accepted a role at one of her father's companies, it wasn't handed to her. She interviewed like everyone else. Failed once. Tried again. She built credibility slowly, intentionally, and no one ever knew who she was related to. A year later, Evelyn stood in a softly lit room again. This time, it was a holiday fundraiser for underprivileged families. She wore the same navy dress, but tailored now, not repaired. On the table in front of her lay a folded document. Not divorce papers. A donation pledge. She signed her name calmly, steadily. No tears. She glanced at the paper, remembering that Christmas night. The ink stain. The envelope. The word tomorrow. Tomorrow had come. And it hadn't brought revenge. It had brought peace. Sometimes, the quietest people in the room are carrying the greatest stories. And sometimes, losing everything is exactly how you find yourself. If this story moved you, please like and share it with someone who needs hope tonight. Subscribe for more quiet stories of strength and kindness. Tell us where you're watching from. And leave one word in the comments that describes how this story made you feel. Thank you for listening.